Here with former Husker Jay Moore and Sean Callahan. If Washington played better on the road, I might pick them because their quarterback's dynamic, but USC and Washington have not been really good home and road.
On the road, which favors for Nebraska, obviously.
Yes, exactly.
But before we get there.
Yeah, what do you think about when you look at that Northwestern game? Because, again, this is the third time where you've got defense closing out games, you've got a late drive to take the lead. I mean, it really is different than what it was last year.
100%. These one-score games that Nebraska's been involved in for the last 10 years, decade, that they've always come up short on, whether it's a special teams issue, turning the ball over late in the game, a defense giving up a last-second field goal, or they drive 60, 70 yards for a touchdown to win the game. I love the phrase, it was gritty over pretty, and that's what this season's been like so far. Other than Akron and Houston Christian, right? They've all been tough games. There are going to be battles, and I think Coach Rule alluded to that before the season. When you're in the Big Ten, a lot of one-score games. Big Ten's a tough conference, but I love the ability that they fight. I've always said this next play mentality. They have that, but it gets frustrating because they get off these good starts.
Yeah.
First drive, they get off to a great start, and then they let the teams kind of hanging around. You get off to come out the second half, return the opening kickoff, you get an interception, also hit by 2 scores. Like, okay, finally, let's close this deal out. They let this team's back in it, some issues offensively, defensively, but again, with a chance to win it, they make the necessary plays. And you have to tip your cap to that. I just think this team, with how young they are so far, and just with a lot of the depth at certain areas, we got to understand that's what's going to be the rest of the year.
Yeah, right.
It's going to be these uncomfortable situations. I firmly believe it's all going to be one-score games coming up for these last 4.
Sean, that last drive where they go 64 yards, they convert 4 third downs. Best drive, you think, of Dylan's career?
Yeah, Dylan goes 4 for 4 on third down throws for 46 yards, and those were high pressure. I mean, some of those were like 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9 type throws where if they don't make it, I mean, we're probably looking at possibly overtime at that point. So for Dylan, especially, it was a weird game. You know, usually Dylan is called upon more. They got the ball out of his hands so quick. It was a lot of short, controlled throws. Average time of throw was 2.2 seconds for Dylan in terms of how quickly he was getting the ball out. That final drive was the first time they went empty and just kind of said, you take us home. And I thought 2 things were the difference in the game. Obviously the kickoff return, and then Dylan on that final drive. Northwestern's quarterback could not do what Dylan did on that final drive, and they didn't get the special teams points. I mean, those were the 2 really game changers. Both teams had 2 turnovers, and that kind of balanced itself out.
And it almost was over. So 21-6, Nebraska gets the stop, we thought, on 4th down. They review it, they give them the first down. Right at that point, you could see Nebraska maybe going down and scoring again, and it's over.
Yeah, I'm still...
Don't know what the...
I don't know what that was one of the strangest calls ever. I mean, it's like if a running back, got the first down but fumbles it, recovers it, the ball gets knocked back, recovers it, but then they give him the forward progress where he fumbled. It's the same. So I'd like an explanation, but you could say that it all broke even potentially with the hold on the sluggo that they ran a bunch of times on the game.
Yeah.
But that was it. It changed right there, and obviously they ended up scoring on that drive as well. Whenever you get those first downs on those fourth and those conversions, man, the momentum. College football is so much about momentum, and they got it. And it's just funny how in Nebraska, we've seen it all for multiple games now, it switches in a heartbeat, and it can switch back in your favor too.
Sure.
But that one was definitely, if they would have called it the correct way, I don't think it was necessarily over, but Nebraska goes up and gets another 3 points. All of a sudden it's 24-6. That's a drastically different football game from 24-6 to, what was that, 21-13.
Yeah, they convert 3rd and 7, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 5. One of those to Emmett, and it happened several times, Sean, where he just, with his pure sheer force of will, got first downs.
And Northwestern played that too high look, and Nebraska just ran downhill on that. But the key was Emmett made guys miss. It wasn't like the offensive line had huge holes. I mean, Emmett made 10 tacklers miss, which led all of college football for individual efforts last week.
It was usually at the second level, though, right? A lot of times he cuts on air, but he was beating guys in the second level.
And there was one run where it was like the best 2-yard run you'll ever see.
Yes, the 4-yard run where he ends up getting the first down, where he was dead to right.
But they had Dylan under center, and Emmett was just getting the ball and coming straight downhill. And I thought that was the approach. If Northwestern's going to play back with their shell, take advantage of it and run at it. And I thought Nebraska, it was a totally different Dana Holgorsen. And I'm sure Northwestern was not expecting Nebraska to be a 60+% run team after they had been showing to be more of a 70% passing team throughout the season.
Well, we certainly thought the Minnesota game should have been like this. They should have run the ball more. You see Emmett's numbers, 27 carries, 124 yards. I think it was 5.4 yards a touch that he had, too, when you throw in the 2 catches for 15 yards. But it feels like the game plan that maybe they should have had against Minnesota. You've got to almost say to yourself, I know Emmett's only one guy, but he's our best player, along with Dillon.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, Dan had said it today in the press conference. He gets better as the game goes on.
Yeah.
He runs stronger. You got to feature him. Even when the blocking is not there for him, he can create on his own. And I think it's taken. And again, that Minnesota game, that's an anomaly in my opinion, just with how they prepared and just the game plan in general. I do hope so as well. But you have to trust him that you can give him the ball, give him 30 touches a game. He's going to be fine. Yeah. You can spell him with Makai Nelson. You can spell him with Mosey at times, but he is darn good. And you better utilize him. Then utilize him in the pass game, utilize him in the screen game, get him downhill. If those teams are going to sit back in 2 high safeties with a 7-man box, hey, force them to bring a guy down there.
Yep.
Hey, force us to stop it, and then that's when we're going to take our chances. But until teams are going to sit back in that cover 2, the 2 high shell, run the ball at them and keep doing it and until they bring the extra guy on the box, and you better expose them that way.
Northwestern wasn't a high-pressure defense anyway, but only get 1 sack, and it happens to be on a play where Teddy Prohaska goes down.
Yeah, it was a play where Teddy's knee gave out and unfortunately suffered his 3rd significant knee injury. Just has never been the same since that first half in 2021 when he held Aiden Hutchinson to nothing in the first half and then went down, and his career kind of changed at that moment. It looked like Teddy was going to be a high-round draft pick at tackle, and a tough blow to see a local guy put so much time into it and have it end that way, because how much, and Jay can speak to that, how many guys go through injuries, and just to get yourself back to play and to have it go that way, it's tough because they gave him the game ball and they qualified for a bowl game, so I'm sure Teddy will be around. But it's going to be a hard few months for him.
Yeah, talking to people, that former players in all sports, it's such a lonely feeling because you're away from the team, you're doing your rehab, opposite when they're doing their practice, and you're not around them,
Yeah, it's hard. Injury it's tough on your body, obviously, but it's more tougher mentally.
Yeah.
You're not around your teammates as much. You're just secluded. You're spending more time with the training. You develop great relationships with the training staff, which you don't necessarily want.
Right.
But it's hard. I mean, I had multiple injuries between, torn ACL, MCLs, broken ankles, torn biceps, and that's in college and in the second or NFL. It's very lonely. There's some players don't want to be around you because they don't want that bad juju of the injury bug.
Yeah.
Some coaches don't want to be. They won't talk to you if you're not playing, and it's hard to deal with. And I feel for Teddy. Being an Elkhorn guy like myself, but battling back and having that again, man. So I know he'll battle back and work through this, but it's never easy, man. And unfortunately, this is his 3rd time going through it. So that's a tough deal.
Let's talk defense. We mentioned at the end of the game, Nebraska had a chance to kind of put it away with their defense. Now, they did have the holding call, which was very beneficial. That took away the long run, but still put the pressure on Preston Stone to make him miss some throws late.
Yeah, you saw John Butler really dial it up late, as they said after the game, and they were pretty selective. They played a lot of guys, and because they knew Northwestern was going to be a heavy run team, so they were okay with some of the substitution just to put bigger, more physical bodies. You saw Sua Lafatu play.
Yep.
David Hoofkin continues to play. I thought Riley Van Poppel played one of his better games.
He did.
I mean, there were a lot of things that jumped out of the play up front. Still, though, they have not been a good sack team. I mean, other than a few Williams-Nwaneri moments and maybe McCullough moments, we have not seen Nebraska get to quarterbacks very well with 4, but they're getting off the field. They had some key stops. Northwestern had a string of 3rd downs, but when it mattered at the end, they made the plays.
What they did well, they tackled. I saw about 4 times where Sierra Wright had chances to make a tackle or the play would go for even more, and he made the tackle. So they tackled a lot better.
They did much better than the Minnesota game.
Yeah.
The perimeter tackles, sometimes those corners in those cover 2, they got to come downhill and make those plays on the edge and the perimeter. They did a really good job doing that. The havoc plays is rather concerning for this defense. Again, the pressures, they got to do a better job converting. Defensive linemen, you're never taught to rush down the center. Sometimes you got to work a half a man, whether it's inside or outside. Obviously, you got to know where pressure's coming from and where your help is and where your other rushers at.
Right.
But they're going down the middle too much. But you can do that, set it up, then you got to convert to a side. But it seems the interior guys, but just you're not getting enough pressure. And I'd like to get home with 4. You would think with how good the secondary is, the quarterback would hang on the ball a little longer, and you can't get home. They just haven't done that. McCullough needs to get, can improve there as well. But I think Nebraska's going to, head into this week and going forward, it's hard knowing that you can't get home with 4. But it's good to know you're darn good on the back end. But Coach Butler is going to have to be a little more creative bringing pressures, because it's to trust your guys up front that you can get home with 4. It just hasn't been consistent enough.
Yeah. Offense did their job when they had to. Obviously, the defense did. Special teams, whether it be punting, of course, the kickoff return by Kenneth Williams. I know they didn't miss field goal, but, man, the special teams is so much better than it's been.
Yeah, you can talk about the 3-1 record in one-score games. I mean, special teams has been a significant factor when you look at the block punt against Michigan State, the kick return at Maryland, the kick return this past week, the punt return yardage that Ja'Cory Barney's gotten. And then even factor this in, Nebraska has only allowed 1 punt return yard the whole season, Mr. Jet Committee Award.
And they're second in the Big Ten because Oregon's only allowed -1.
So that's and on the year, I think Nebraska's at 245 on the punt return side. So they're a plus 244 on punt return. I mean, whatever they're paying Mike Eckler, it's probably not enough, because he has really given them an identity, and it's played a difference to win these games. As you see Mike Eckler, and when he starts to celebrate, some of these older coaches want no part of that. He's very aggressive.
They have more punt return yards now than they did from 21 through 24 combined.
That's incredible.
In 1 year. It's crazy.